So then at the end of the day, that's I tried to contact some hospital in the city. I asked my brother as well, I asked my sister as well, and all of they tried to contact some hospital at the same time, and um, they tried to contact the hospital that time, but the hospital says, some of the hospital says, we don't have ventilators, so it's better to take her to the another hospital. Some hospital says that. Some hospital says, well, if she have a fever, maybe you better take her to the hospital where coronavirus was tested. But I have a quite confident that my grandmother have no coronavirus because they live in the village, and then we try to contact some ambulance, that because somehow we'll take her to the city, and then we'll see, we'll go to the gate of the hospital. I don't know how, if they're gonna accept, that will be best. If they're not gonna accept, it's okay, we will take her to the another hospital. That was the thought for me that time. So then we tried to contact some ambulance. Some ambulance says, well, no, they are very far. Some of the ambulance, they were isolate themselves because they carried some positive cases in that ambulance. So it was a quite, I can say, confusing timing. It's like confused things for me going in my mind all the time. Yeah. I got a call from my uncle who lives in the city, also have a car. He told me if there is no ambulance, he will pick my grandmother and take her to the hospital. And after that, and he told me that he is also quite friendly with the medicine things. So he told me what kind of medicine are you using in the village and everything. So I explained him these things, and unfortunately the medicine that we used will side effect uh, the diarrhea for the patient. So he suggests me another medicine, and then we discussed with the village doctor. He told me, yeah. So he changed the medicine. He did his best, and so that day afternoon time we were worried. Then we take a risk. That's okay. If something will happen at midnight, we're gonna take her emergency as emergency. Otherwise, we'll keep her tonight, and then we'll see till the morning. So that was the plan. Then we stay at the night. Luckily, that there is a lot of good uncles, good neighbors, that they came that night with me to take care of her. Almost 5-6 uncles were there in my home to take care and see her um, at night with me. So, and then we worked, and the next day morning, luckily, that she's better. Her fever is totally finished, and her pressure is getting normal, and only the things that she have is a fever. Sorry, only the she have the things is weakness. That still she can't walk, she can't talk. And then second day that I realized that her one side, hand and legs are not moving at all. So then we were quite worried about might be paralyzed. So then my uncles were still suggesting me maybe we should have to go and test in the hospital about the paralyzed and everything. That somehow I had a gut feelings that she is very weak this time. So if we give her some good food, good time, and she will be recover. That was the confidence that time. So I try my best to give her a good food and good cooking. And then finally that she start eating herself, and she's getting better. She talk, and at the same time, if someone is sick, other relatives will come to see her situations and everything. So we contact our all the relatives as well. All the people came there, and they all of take care of her as well and see the situations. And after that, she is recovering slowly, and now she's good, and now she can walk herself. and that's the situation there. So the hospital, I think one bad thing is in my village is the hospital problem, because if you want to come to the hospital you have to take her to the city. So it was quite hard that time as well. And but the good things is, luckily the doctor who treat my grandmother was very experienced guy, and he did his best, and finally she recovered. And the things how it works in my village, that's also in the video. So yeah, it was quite hard and it's quite tough. So thank you so much guys, all of you that's watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, comment below, share, like, and I'll come next time with some beautiful funny videos. Yeah.